haven't done an actual real life video in a while, so I'm gonna take you with me on my car ride to my follow-up appointment for what's been happening lately and hopefully try to explain to you what's been happening lately. Let's just start at the beginning, shall we? Sunday afternoon, my brother, sister, and I went for a polka hike / polka walk, which we do that often. Wow, that's a bad place to park. Seriously, dude, like right on a corner. Come back from the polka hike, I was hydrating very well, I'd say. 4 things of water while we were hiking. So we get home, I started feeling like muscle aches. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's just from all this walking we've been doing, all this hiking. Tuesday night, I was having vomiting. I couldn't keep anything down. It's important to mention that I do not run fevers at all. Had a double ear infection when I was a baby and I did not run a fever at all. That didn't go too well. Sir, I'm not gonna go into your lane. That's not what someone does when they drive. I didn't know that I was running a fever until I went into urgent care because I was vomiting and my legs and my joints had grown so stiff that I could not move them. Hobbling into urgent care trying to figure out what to do. Wow, it's really hot back here. I didn't want to say anything to the nurse, but she took my temperature and I was at 104 degrees. 102 is like, oh wow, you should probably be in the hospital. 104 is like your body's trying to cook out the infection that is inside of you. Hot-blooded, hot-blooded. This is my first fever and it's like 104. They shot me up with some painkillers in my hips. They wanted to take some of my blood. I'm all right with needles as long as I don't see my blood going out of my body. And they wanted to run it for the Zika virus. I don't have the Zika virus. I think I'm patient 0 for something else though. So leave urgent care. I'm like, all right, I can take all these pills and, whoa. I can take all these pills. That's so illegal, dude. What the frick are you doing? Bad drivers, man, bad drivers. Flash forward to about, I don't know, I think it was Thursday night. I really don't recall. I was so out of it and I'm not trusting myself to recover anymore on my own. Sir, you can get over. There you go. We go into the ER. The drive there is pretty awful because I'm hyperventilating. Take me back into one of the smaller rooms before they actually take you back into the rooms with beds and they lay you down. And they're like, okay, what's been going on? The lady's like, yeah, that doesn't sound too good. Get you back here as soon as possible. I can give you something for the nausea right now. It tastes like strawberries. It doesn't taste like strawberries, really. It tastes like the color of Pepto-Bismol and then a bad ratio of chalk and water. And it kind of just dissolves on your tongue. You have to let it dissolve, right? So we have to wait like half an hour to see if it kicks in. They want to treat me for dehydration, so they put an IV in me. I'm okay with IVs, except the person that put the IV in, I think was learning. I'm gonna take some blood, so they're taking my blood. They put the plunger up to your arm and they... My amazing brother during this whole time is just sitting there very patiently with me, showing me dank memes off his phone. They want to do a lumbar puncture on me because they want to check if I have meningitis. Okay, fair enough. If you don't know what a lumbar puncture is, I've only seen it in a horror movie once where they need to take spinal cord fluid out of your back. So they have to put a huge 16 gauge needle right back in your back there to curl your back a certain way in order for them to get into the spinal muscle cord tissue where they get the fluid from, which is just clear fluid. It's supposed to be clear. And my brother's holding my head down on this towel. I never felt the needle go into my back, honestly. I never felt anything until they hit a nerve. I felt everything in my right leg and it jumped. And they're like, oh, okay, sweetie, you can't be doing that. I'm like, okay, well then don't make me do that. And they come back later and they're like, all right, so you don't have meningitis. Thank goodness I don't have meningitis. But what do I have? We're probably gonna keep you overnight because first of all, we need to do some more tests. I normally live a very active lifestyle is what they said, which that's debatable. To keep your legs from clotting, they have to give you a shot. They have to give you this shot in a place where there's enough fat. So they said, oh, we could probably get you in the back of your arm or we could get you in your stomach. We can't give it to you back of your arm. So we're gonna have to give it to your stomach. One side of my stomach has a hole and like a scab over it, and then the other side has nothing. So you can tell which side the one guy just kind of jammed that in there on. For the first night, I stayed in the intensive care unit. They wake me up in the middle of the night at midnight, and I'm like, I just fell asleep. I'm sorry, I got a weird question for you. This is a weird time to ask you. I'm like, oh yeah, it's fine. I felt gross. I looked gross. My face was all scratched up and like dry and festering and everything. No, I'm just kidding. You can go take a shower. Let's go bag up your IV. You can go take a shower. It'll be great, right? I walk into the little bathroom slash shower area, I guess. The water it wasn't even lukewarm. It was like freezing, essentially. I did feel significantly better. I am so happy they kept me that second night, honestly. I mean, I figured I had to share with you guys just to let you know, like, where I've been, what I've been dealing with. Not that it really matters, if you even care, really, but if you do, hey, if you've made it this far and listening to me talk, I survived the whole ordeal. I'm still alive. A rock just hit my window, so maybe not so, I shouldn't speak so soon. Nobody knows what I have as of this point. I don't have, they've checked everything. Medicine they give me has helped a lot function like a normal human being again. I'm really enjoying life again. I really hope you enjoyed this little vloggity vlog. I don't even know if the audio is good on this thing. This whole thing could be a bust right now. I could just be talking to myself. But thank you all so much. We hit 6,000 subs today. That's crazy. That's really awesome. See you all in my next video. I'm on the comeback, I swear. I'm really trying. I'm at my exit. Bye, guys. Brr, 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 brr.